overlay below my game, it no longer appears on the screen because it's below the game window. So I move it back above and you can see it on top of the game window again. Right, I'm pretty happy with that for now until we add our webcam, but next we're going to be looking at adding text into our stream. So as I'm sure you've guessed by now, you go down to the plus icon again and add text GDI plus. Name it something so that you don't forget what it is. And here you can now select your font, font style, font size, and any effects. I really have to stress something here. If you want to make your text bigger or smaller, you should absolutely be coming back into the properties window and changing the font size. You shouldn't be dragging the corner of the text and scaling it to make it bigger, because as you can see here, it starts to look quite pixelated. So to get back to font size, just right click on the text layer, click on properties, and you'll be back, and you can then change the font size here. The read from file option allows OBS to take its text input from a separate text file. This is useful for things like now playing bars where you want to show the music's playing from a music player, but this is something that we're going to be covering in a separate specific guide, so make sure you check out the Gaming Careers YouTube channel for when that's released. So in this box you want to be typing in the text you want to display, and you can select the colour of the text as well as the opacity. If you want to apply a gradient to your text color, then you can set that here, and here for a text background. And finally, here is where you can select the text alignment, and if you want to use some custom text extents, but the majority of users probably won't need to be touching that. Just as with your overlay image, you can now drag your text around the screen and position it exactly where you want it to be positioned. Just make sure again that it is in the right layer. It should be above your overlay if you're wanting the text to appear above an overlay. Now, although I've just created that text for my webcam overlay, I actually have already created something in Photoshop which also has the YouTube logo. So I'm going to add it back as an image, and I'd recommend doing the same. The text in OBS is decent and you have a lot of customization, but you don't have the same level that you would in Photoshop. And since you can set the stream up exactly as you want to, create something that looks appealing in Photoshop and then just import it as an image into OBS. So the final thing that we're going to be going through in this video is adding a webcam to your stream. So to add a webcam, you want to press the plus icon and then go to Video Capture Device. Select your webcam from the device list, make sure it's all plugged in via USB and all that kind of stuff. Here you can see I've added my webcam. So deactivate will disable the device, so it will disable the webcam in this case. Configure video, this opens up the device settings, so when you first installed your webcam to your computer, you will have probably installed some kind of software. If it's Logitech, then there's some Logitech software, and it enables you to make some changes to the settings of the webcam. Configure crossbar.